It's that time, guys. Call of Duty the movie is out. Let's go ahead and review it. What's up, guys? Welcome to Movie Appointment's movie review of Hunter Killer, the newest film from director Donovan Marsh, and stars Gerard, Butler, Gary Oldman, Linda Cardellini, Common, and the late great Michael Nyqvist. So the basic story of Hunter Killer is Gerard Butler plays this captain who has been off duty for a while. How he's a captain, I don't know, because he never went to Annapolis. And so he gets involved with the task of trying to find this downed American submarine who was investigating some issues in Russia. There's a lot of tension going on, like there is in real life. And he finds out that not only is things are not what they seem, because he finds out the Russian sub that's been downed was actually it was actually blown up from the inside. But he also learns of a coup that is being taken place where the president has basically been relieved of his command by this general who has crazy world hungry world disaster. He wants to create a world war. It's interesting to see how this story plays out. This movie is not a great movie, but it's a fun movie, I guess you could say. It's like a B level, C level, trashy type of movie where you're going to go in, you know you're not going to be watching the greatest of movies that you've ever seen, but you're going to have fun with it. I had fun with it. I was actually quite surprised for a movie that had terrible marketing, had terrible, just the trailers were terrible. CGI looked terrible, and of course the CGI is terrible. This is like Deep Impact terrible. This is like Transformers terrible. The CGI is very noticeable, and like the background green screen is very noticeable. But there's something like fun about this movie. Gerard Butler he's that kind of guy that you've seen in stuff like Geostorm, you've seen in stuff like the Bounty Hunter, you've seen in 300, where he has this weird charisma about him, and he has it here. He's just along for the ride, and he's there to play his role, and he doesn't do much outside of that. Just he rescues this captain or this general who's played by Michael Nyqvist, and when you see something like that, it's kind of like the Battle of Iwo Jima, if you've ever watched the two Clint Eastwood movies, where you see both sides of the battle. You understand that both these captains and both these generals are just there to protect their country. They're there to do a thing. They don't like necessarily what they do, but they're there just to keep their country from shambling to dropping and all that good stuff. And it's fun to see Gerard Butler and Michael Nyqvist just kind of coheres together, just kind of gel together. And they're there to they know they're on the same side, even though they're from different countries, and they just want to protect their country, which is kind of interesting. And it makes the movie a little more relevant and a little more interesting than what you would see usually. And then you get into like the Common and Gary Oldman and Linda Cardellini stuff, and that's where the movie really falls flat, because you're getting characters who are not well written, and they're not meant to be well written, and they're just there to move the plot along. You're really more invested in the Gerard Butler and Michael Nyqvist story, because when the Marines drop down onto this Russian base, which is where this general has taken the coup and he wants to start the war, you really feel like there's a little bit of tension there. And I don't know, I wanted to like really hate this movie, but I can't hate this movie. It's trashy fun. It's just like there's something about it where you go in and you're like, you know what? Maybe the bar was set so low in my feelings of the movie that I really enjoyed it. And people were like, well, you didn't like Venom or you didn't like The Predator. And I'm like, it's not. I have a little bit more faith in Ruben Fleischer and Shane Black than I do Donovan Marsh. I've never heard of Donovan Marsh before, so I don't know if he's done anything good. Probably not. And when you see a movie like this, like I said, the trailers and marketing were terrible. Like you watch the commercials for it, and there's like a hashtag Hunter Killer, which means they're trying to really get this movie out there. But like I said, with like Shane Black and The Predator, I expect a lot more, because Shane Black's such an amazing writer and a pretty decent director that when that fell flat, it bummed me out and made me feel bad. But this movie, like I said, I knew going in that was gonna be trash. I kind of like Geostorm, which is take for that for what it's worth. But this movie, like I said, it's fun, it's entertaining. It's not a good movie, but you know what? Sometimes you need a trashy, entertaining time, and that's all you get. So, but that's it. That's my take on Hunter Killer. There's not really much to talk about because it's not really much of a plot to the movie, but so take it for what it's worth. But anyways, thank you so much for watching my review of Hunter Killer. As always, if you like what you see, remember to check out the YouTube page, check out the Facebook, Twitter page, all that good stuff. Check out enlapola1138@gmail.com if you need to hit me up with any emails. But I'd be interested to see what your favorite submarine movie is. If you've seen Hunter Killer, I know this isn't really a review, so you probably haven't seen it yet. But if you're interested in seeing it, let me know. Tell me what you think. But otherwise, we'll see you guys later. Peace.